Hello there everybody, it's HeroicLegend here. We're back with Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. So, right now we have a decent little team. Brindle, Jorman, Walter, and Tristan. We have a nice little party. If you want to remember all the rules, they'll be in the description. And I'm not going to repeat them every episode, but I will remind you all that that's where they can be found. I have them all up on the list. Now then, actually there's not really much to remind. We're just continuing on with this tutorial-esque area.
Wouldn't you know it? Here we are in autumn already. You'll find heaps of leaves all over the place at this time of year. Knock yourself out. Go investigate. What say we regroup at that big waterfall at the back there?
Well, as I promised before, the changing of the season has now gotten us different enemies to face and, of course, see. I'll remind you all in our... So we have tips and tricks, and we have the Monsterpedia. Now, in the Monsterpedia is where you can see things like what the monster is, where its natural habitat is, and how kind of you can get it, as well as what items they drop. Hey. This is all just your basic stuff. Okay, so I can talk more about that later on, but now that I also read that. Okay, yeah. So it's a very simple thing. The cycle of seasons. Basically, the map also is affected differently based off of the season. You saw some of this in the previous video. For example, spring, which is denoted by the little cherry blossom petals, can do a number of things. Summer tends to be when you'll notice the most change. Same thing with winter. And fall tends to be different depending on the area. Yeah. Now, I don't think we're going to try to fill out the Monsterpedia, at least not for this Let's Play, especially since we've locked ourselves out of using reverse synthesis and such. And, guides of sort. Actually, we can do this. So we can see that in the spot we're in right now, we can find slimes in all seasons. Same thing with vegan Dragora. Bunnicorns are also all seasons, but Pharaoh balls are only in spring, Well, stump jumps are only in summer. In the fall, you can see that we have 3 new. Well, actually 4 new, and actually, I need to grab this one. Or I suppose we can talk with Mr. Slime. Alrighty. If he comes back up, we'll take him. Hey, little man leveled up. That's good for us. Good for us. And that unfortunately has forced a despawn. Oh. Now, Fuzzy talked about, yeah. Oh. Do it again. Frick off. Alright, we got it. Okay. Now, if you're wondering why I ignored the monster there and went for this, it's because this is our final party member. Ooh, 59.4. Still got it. Okie dokie.
You're one of us now.
Let's see. Quevin. And Quevin will now be put in the main party and will not be substituted. After we figure out how good Quevin is right now. So Quevin is a demon family. That's why he's here. Quevin seems to be a Zammeister, which means dark attacks are more potent and all dark elemental attacks actually. Interesting. Insect Cell and Big Bully. Base ones are Bang Ward and Zam Aficionado, so there's that. But for now, let's put Quevin in the front as he is with the party now. Quevin is actually a pretty fast physical attacker, although he could end up getting more wisdom as time goes on. We'll just have to see. Actually, I have more of a penchant for undead monsters, so... Now, we're actually going to go and face off against this. Now, let's all be mature. It's a Bantam Lamb. Oh! Oh, I also did orders by accident. I did do orders by accident. I went straight into attacking. Speaking of, we're all just gonna go ahead and whack. Whack. Ooh. Still up and kicking after that, huh? Alrighty. Oh, I hit the button. To be fair, until they start getting their skills, it's a little bit more okay, I guess you could say. But now that, for example, Walter has 3 points into this aficionado. Just throw all the points there. And Quevin has 3 points into Damn aficionado. Now we want to pause and check more. Now, as you've probably noticed, the level ups go, I believe, every odd level. With the exception of level 1. Which means levels 3, 5, etc. I don't know I wonder if they actually do say that. I'll have to check. Do you say that in the tips and tricks? Ah, just says... unfortunate. Alright. Oh, actually, you can see our battles won, shows of force, and the synthesis performed. Now, right now, we do want our little guys to at least be level 10. We also do want to recruit a decent amount of monsters here, so we might want to go around and explore. But honestly, I think if I had to... Oh. Okay, Draki, that is just a swing, a swing, a swing, and a swing. Brindle is actually doing pretty well. And Tristan just got some points. Yeah, I guess you just go for Squelch right away. I also don't know if party lineup matters in this game. That's been a bit of a question mark for Dragon Quest games, like, you know, what's more likely to get attacked and what isn't. I wanted to get a bunny corn, maybe another slime. Yeah, let's go get a bunny corn and a slime. Might have to get another Draki too, because it seems to be the only devil family in the area. Yeah. Now, if you recall, they did say that for scouting, there are some ways to help with that. What they mentioned in particular is wisdom. Oh, I forgot to name the slime. I'm sorry, I'm a bit on autopilot right now. I'm very tired. I literally rolled out of bed and hit the record button. So yeah. What? Try not to get onto the camera. So next slide. Yeah. Ah, fantastic. Some things you can do, especially if you're careful, is you can actually attack the monsters once or twice. Especially if you know who's your strongest and how much, if you can kind of gauge where their HP is at. A trick I like to use is throw food at the monster, order everyone to either defend or to, trying to think. Or order everyone to defend, and then, or to use buffing skills, like oomph. Actually, go after them. And that's wrong again, so we're just going for a smack. Whoop! Whoop! Hit with the ziz. Oh! 17 health or more? Question mark. Whoop. Battles are slow for now, but I guarantee you they will get faster as time goes on. And as the level ups are more plentiful. Again, we're doing a little bit of pre-grinding right now, just to make sure that we're kind of set, even though it has been 15 minutes. Very strong against this, so don't worry about it. Normal resistance to Zam, so... Oop! One shot! Nice job, Quevin. Walter, Tristan, Quevin, and Grendel. You can actually see at the bottom there if they did gain stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and put in 3 points and 5 points. We are on the lookout for monsters that have the booster skills, because the booster skills, as I stated before, are very valuable to us. Levels everyone? 4, 4, 4, 4. If we can get everyone to 5, I think I'll be happy. Eh. Sometimes the different seasons do bring out the stronger monsters. Well, let's see if I was right. Every odd level. Yep. Alright, so we are actually going to get Sizz. And then start work on Wisdom Booster. Oh! Hey, okay! Of course we have him join us. We need all the monsters we can get right now. I forgot to give it a name. So technically the only real party members on the backup team are these two. I believe, yeah. No, wait, Hopper. Yeah, because Slime Buddy doesn't have a real name, and neither does Eggplant Friend. As you saw, though, monsters in reserve do gain a decent amount of XP per your battles. Which is important, because you want to make sure that your whole team is nice and leveled up, and the reserves you have are also strong. But monsters in the paddock will also gain XP. I don't know how exactly the ratio is, like if it's like, oh, they gain 1/3 or something. Regardless. Wow. 16 total HP, so basically one hit from Grendel and everyone else defend, and it'd probably be easily recruited, if I want to make sure. It's a very tough juggling act. But here's the thing, sometimes you YOLO, and that's just it. I think one more fight, and then we can continue with the story. I'm surprised we got a fallen member to be recruited as quickly as we did. You know what, we're gonna cast AoEs. And 6. Okay, so it looks like it was 15 health. Alright. You can also see the different growth rates of monsters, too. I believe G ranks earn the most XP because they are the lowest rung on the ladder. But not all of them have all that bad stats. Anything in a 3-star rating is very good, actually, especially for a G rank. As some of the even 8 high-ranked monsters can have their stats in the... well, their growth rates in the 3-star area. There we go. Next level up, he should have his, well, next talent point level up. He should be ready for what will be even stronger. I will also inform you all, I think I do know how the abilities are separated. So I'm going to give a quick example, right? So Zam says it's a spell damage, so I think it goes based off of wisdom. While damage is a single enemy. Damage is a single enemy, which I think go based off of physical attack. And Zamel is a spell one again, so that would do spell damage. It's also why Quevin came with Bang Ward as an innate talent, because Bang Ward gives attack and defense. It gives wisdom and attack, as well as MP. I think we can see this better with hang on. Ah, here we go, right? So, spell damage. Light elemental damage. Yeah, you'll see what I mean more and more later, as we unlock more monsters and such. And different traits as well. Oh, I should also let you all know, unless it is absolutely necessary, monsters in the reserve will not be used for synthesis with monsters in the base party. We want to try to get all of them synthesized properly. Pardon me. I do hope you didn't hear that. It was a sneeze. There we go. Alright, now we're feeling good. So, let's go drop some more points into... Actually, let's just give all the points here, so he gets a little bit more MP. Drop some here, and then... Yeah, we're actually just gonna keep leveling up Walter's Aficionado. We don't really care about Sleep Suppressor. Oh, a band? Okay. I can remember to name it. Did. Trombi. Okay, unfortunately... Until we get another devil, and I don't want to repeat monsters is another big thing. Kind of want to go with the species clause, where we don't have, at least in the reserve party and the main party, the same monster. We want to have different monsters doing different things. Even if our party ends up a little bit lopsided for it. But let's get on to the story. We've grinded up enough for level 5. Again, this first part is slow. I will admit that to you all. It is slow. Just like other Dragon Quest games, you gotta grind out a little bit and start finding, your ways to do so. Speaking of...
Oh, it's cold in winter. And the water's frozen solid. Hey, I bet you could walk on it. No problemo. Wow, what a sight. The waterfall's turned into a block of ice. I wonder what's in that cave. When you're done exploring, let's slip under that arch and see what awaits us beyond.
I will say, as far as tutorial goes, this feels the most kind of organic, I guess. Like, they do let you go around and explore a lot. You can take a long time before you get up to, this part. It's all up to you. And of course, they show you the importance of the different weathers. Again, you can see on the map the icons for each season. And again, if you go to your map and you hit this, you can then see the type of monsters you fought against, so you know what they are and what they do. You also get the overview and the trivia. Maybe I'll read some trivia at the end of each episode, because that would be a little bit fun. So, Monster Manure, Seed of Wisdom, Medical Herb, Seed of Agility, Medical Herb, Seed of Strength, Medical Herb, Seed of Agility, Medical Herb. You see that all different monsters drop different types of things. Some of them may even drop accessories. But that's for later us to worry about. Right now we're just collecting these because every pretty pebble we acquire, every pinball, it helps. Oh, well, you know what? Oh, I hit the button. At least Quevin ends him quickly. I will let everyone know, Show No Mercy can do things like use the spell that makes you use up all your MP at once. So you do very much want to set what your monsters do. Actually, I can show that off now. So set instructions, right? So, yeah. There is no equal, so I don't know why the equal is there, but I can be like, I want you to use Sizz more. I don't want you to use Sizz as much. Never use Sizz at all. It can help out a lot, because there are some skills that monsters will use for some of the silliest reasons. Helm Splitter and Slime Squisher. Yeah, maybe we'll capture an anteater. Maybe we do want to capture everything in this area and, you know, send them back to the depot. But will you join us on Let 'Em Go? Okay, we're starting to see lower numbers here, which is important because it shows how strong our monsters are versus how strong the enemies are. Now, I can guarantee you I will never have an Ant Guzzler in the party. Although Power Player and Sunstopper do seem like fun talents to pass on, but still. I will say, I am genuinely considering this little guy right here. The Calamari Kid. Give the scouting a step, shall we?
Now.
Actually, let's take the time to look at this monster too and really examine something. So, Calamari Kid had 11 for defense and wisdom, which probably explains why we did so much more damage, because Grendel has 21 and 20 and 24, Tristan has 29, Walter has 31, Quevin has 25 and 28. So yeah. We are significantly well-versed for the monsters here. Now, again, as time goes on, that gap will widen, and we will need even more. Not to mention, this place specifically works different than the others. What does that mean? Well, you'll see when we get there. But for now, just like Fuzzy told us, we go into this cave so we can acquire, so we can see what's in it. Single filed. We will be needing these longer journey because the only way to recover MP is to use up items for it, or to level up, or to go back to Rose Hill. But as I remind you all, one of our rules is that we are only allowed to go back to Rose Hill upon, well, party member KO. But again, it would behoove you all to look around in the area you're in to find more items, more equipment. You never know what's laying around out here. Plus, let's be honest, a part of the fun of a Dragon Quest game is the exploration aspect. Now, I'm going to teach you all a little something that I wish someone would have told me or taught me. And that's over here, this little area. Well, first off, we have another new monster. I know them as a mischievous mole, and they are also kept that name, but sometimes monster names are greatly changed. Some resistance, probably due to the level being closer to theirs than we thought. But they joined us anyway. 'Em. 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 Yeah, no, 16 defense will do that. Decent wisdom, not decent wisdom. But defense booster is not bad. Prankster is an interesting talent. But no, that's not why we're over here. Why we're over here is that big Mamma Jamma over there. That is a level 35 monster. You will get wrecked if you try to fight it. Even at level 20, it's hard to fight. Even at level 40, it's hard to fight. But you can only give it meat and have a chance of scouting it if you're at its level. Otherwise, it won't work. It'll ignore the meat you throw at it. So yeah, that's something to consider. Now, that is to say, if you do get lucky and you, by some miracle, scout it with your monsters, you'll have a very strong and powerful ally, one who I believe is potentially 2 ranks up.
And here we are in spring again. Wait, have you seen the size of those flowers in the river? I bet you could climb aboard and ride one. Why not give it a try? Go with the flow. Anyway, that's about the size of it. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. You've seen it all now. As the seasons change, so does the world around you. Even the cast of monsters. It's year-round fun, I tell ya. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Back to the topic of monster wrangling. You passed the audition with flying colours! As a reward for scoring the role, let me teach you a handy little spell. That'll let you return to any place you've already visited quick as a flash. It's sure to come in handy. Now that's a wrap. See you back at the village.
I will express some disappointment here. In previous titles, especially the older games, one of your rewards for progressing in an area was to get different spells and abilities that would help you out in the game. So, for example, in Tara, I think one of the first ones you get was the Surf spell, which allows you to, surf across the water. And that spell was invaluable because of what you could do with it. I also do feel a little bit of a cop-out when it came to the spots you could go to in the different seasons. This is the only area where you can kind of get a big change in the springtime by riding one of the plants. Granted, I will admit that one of the later areas does have a neat little mechanic, and if you know what you're looking for, there's that. But anyway, we've pretty much finished the tutorial. You can now see that the season clock is turning, and that we actually have weather too, because it's sunshine out, as you'll see beneath it. Now, we're still kind of in tutorial land. The game hasn't truly opened up to us just yet. Part of the reason why this video is going on as long as it is, I wanted to level up to make sure I had some things to myself. And kind of be ready. Yeah, we're mostly going to do some more exploring. Here's another monster we can recruit, which we're going to hopefully be able to do so. We got... So, if you ever see auto battle on, I've hit it by accident. I'm trying my hardest to turn it off. Our battle should go a little faster now. But we've gotten a new caterpillar-esque friend. Zamward. Interesting. Let's go check the monster list here. We've gotten... So, I know one of these is the big boy we saw over there, but we are still missing quite a few. I believe next to Tristan is a monster we actually do want. you should also see how different seasons, like, cause different weather to appear as well. Yep. I may make a rule that if it's one monster and we know we can beat it, I'm free to use fight. But again, I want to keep it more like the older games. The little extra time spent, it's worth it, I'd say. Recaptures a bit of that old magic. We're also gonna go back here now that we have Zoom. Oh, and by the way, if you want to get cheeky with me and see, oh, you teleported back to Rose Hill at the end of the area. Yeah, I'm doing that to save time. You're welcome. I'm going back for time's sake and not because I want to heal, because I want to actually progress the story. I think that's okay. We'll actually go fight a Bantam. So we want that XP! Hit him with Ziz. Smack him. Hit him with Ziz. Damn him. Whoop! Bop. Again, it would serve you well to go and level up your monsters as best you can. You never know what stuff is going to be waiting around the corner, and if it will be even worth it for you to try facing it without some levels under your belt. And again, you want to explore the area. Exploring's fun. Looking around the area is fun. It opens up the world so much. There's 2 of them! I did not notice. I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure that's just the most the boss is his brother on the other end. Oh. Also gonna be trying to avoid the monsters, so you just want to go around here. You also want to try to grind out a bit more than normal, just because I want to be able to go right into the meat and potatoes of the story sooner rather than later, so that's why we're taking a little bit of extra time here. I actually kind of like the idea of reading some monster bios, particularly the ones that we have that, you know, are party members. We'll read those first. It'll do 2 an episode. Kind of like a little Heroic's research corner. Oh, and don't you worry, this game is very kind. If you can jump down on solid ground, even if it was water before, like say you go into winter. Oh! Beginning of the season. So. Now, I don't know if that's just the game being the game, but I do know that sometimes the changing of the season does take out the music. Oh! And gotcha! I think. Yep, okay. Komodo. Yeah. Never stood a chance. I believe this little critter. Yeah. Alright, another new monster under our belt, and even more up. Okay, here we have our real new slime companion. Wing slime. Now. Might take a little bit more convincing than that. Never mind, I'm a liar.
You're one of us now.
Your name's going to be Yumba. No, Yumba. Yumba! He's friend. Yumba! Boop! Beep! Bop. There we go! Now we actually have a decent looking back team. Looks like I would have to wait for the seasons to change in order to get whatever stuff was around here. Would you like to catch a beating? I deal them out very well. One shot. Weaven's already proving how valuable he is to the team, and I love it. I really do hope we're able to get him to look cool later on. Hey! Level 6. Do keep in mind, some monsters will very much vary when it comes to how they approach you. So some are easier to dodge than others. But let's return to Rose Hill proper. Go look at some monster trivia, and then end it there. In fact, we'll do monster trivia for everyone in the party. So every episode, if there's been a party member change, you'll see that trivia. We'll start with Grendel, though I do not think we can get the trivia here. Let's go to our Monsterpedia. Or if we can sort it by... Okay. Okay, so we can do it like this too. A Fright Bulb is what Grendel is. With an MP growth of 3 stars and everything else a little bit below average, with HP being the worst at less than average. Or at greatly below average. These vegetable monsters are simply sprouted from the earth one day. Their shrieks are said to root anyone who hears them on the spot. It drops nothing because I don't believe it has a natural habitat to be found in, and it suggests a combination of our slime and something we've not seen. Ooh, our new recruit. Well, one of our new recruits, but not the one we have currently with us. Walter. With an HP, defense, and wisdom growth of Pisswiffle, but standard MP and attack damage growth rate with an agility of less than below average. These dragons, which live in harmony with herbs and flowers, dragons which live in harmony with herbs and flowers. They love nothing more than basking in the sun, and will get together to lap up the sun's rays on summer days. Drops our medical herb and seed of wisdom. A suggested combination is actually a Fright Bulb and question mark. Gotta do the main party first. The Quevin are Draki. Those flapping pains in the neck only come out at night. They love nothing more than slurping up human blood. The fresher, the better. Yeah, pretty sinister. By the way, an agility of 5. Holy crap. That is some shenanigans growth rate right there. They can drop a pretty pebble or a seed of agility, and as we can see, they're not just bound to Terrestria. And then Tristan, our Stump Chump. The tragic remains of chopped down trees whose deep-seated malice has made them morph into monsters. They attract travelers who try to sit on them, sucking out their nutrients before discarding the husk. Yeah, like Pokedex entries, people. He is actually probably one of our strongest candidates, too, with 2 3s, 2 2s, and 2 1s. Although, again, the HP lacking is problematic. Drop medical herbs and seeds of strength. Only found in Terrestria and only found during summer. So, if you want to get a Stump Chump, you will have to get them here. Anyway, that's going to be it. I want to thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. Until the next one, I just want to say, laters.